Did I just find a dupe for a high-end product? Maybe, I don't know. But I suggest you guys trying this out. But basically, you're mixing a drugstore serum foundation. This is from Neutrogena. I just got this. It's supposed to be a foundation, but honestly, it left just a nice flush of color on my skin, and there's not that much coverage. I mixed it with this highlighter from Rare Beauty. This is the shade Flaunt. I think it's a pretty good dupe to the Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I have nothing else on my skin, so I'm gonna move on to the rest of my base. I figured out a new routine that I love, and I've come to realize that less is more. So I'm gonna start off with a cream bronzer. This is from Fenty Beauty. It is the shade Teddy. And I went in with another flat brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just buffing that bronzer in, just making sure I don't drag it down. See how like I kind of messed up there? I'm just gonna go ahead and try to wipe that off. And just keep mapping it out right up top. I think what I'm gonna do now is apply a slightly darker bronzer. This is a concealer from Marc Jacobs. Really nice shade. I'm just gonna grab some with my brush and just stamp it on my forehead. So this is a clean beauty blender. I'm just stamping some off where I might have gone over the lines that I want to use. Same thing with my forehead. I want my forehead to just carry less product, and then right where my cheekbone is, just getting rid of those harsh lines. I have been loving the Nars Skin Reflecting Foundation. I'm just gonna put some on my palette, two pumps. And with this flat brush from Eco Tools, I'm gonna just lay it out where I want the rest of my face to be highlighted. Because if you think about it, foundation is essentially a way for you to sculpt your face. But this time I'm highlighting the areas where I want highlighting. So now I'm just going everywhere on my face with that same beauty blender. It gives such a beautiful finish. Like, less is truly more for me now. I'm gonna cover up those dark circles right now. This is the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer in the shade Bisque. I'm just mixing concealers now. This is from One Size. And I think I'm gonna use a beauty blender just to blend that out. I'm gonna start off on the outside first and just dragging whatever picks up on my beauty blender up. Dying to try this. I've seen someone else use this as a concealer, as a blush, and I want to try it out. This is from Plouise. It's an eye base and it's in the shade Winter Rose. Okay, I used this brush last time on one of my videos. This is a flat brush. I'm gonna pick that up with, oh, so exciting. I picked up a lot. I think I scored out way too much, but here we go. Such a cute baby shade. I think I just discovered something. I'm gonna try to keep that concentrated right at those cheekbones, as you can see, and disperse that with my brush. I definitely picked up way too much, but I feel like I can work with this, so let's see what we can do. I'm thinking about using the butt of the sponge and just keep that concentrated at the bottom, just to take away that harsh line. Okay, I'm gonna just clean that concealer out. And this is what it looks like. I really like this hack. Mix it. This is Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 20, and this is Givenchy Prisme Libre. Tap off the excess, and then a little bit of that Prisme Libre, tap off, Okay. I am gonna grab a big fluffy brush like this. I picked up a new powdered foundation. This is from Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. This is in the shade Natural Tan. I'm gonna pick up some with a fluffy brush. Ooh, and just set the rest of my face, the perimeter of it. Another setting pressed powder. This is in the shade Mocha. This is gonna be kind of like a bronzing shade slash setting. Very subtle. I'm just gonna bring it up top like that. For my nose, I'm gonna use a flat brush. This is also from BH Cosmetics. I'm not gonna use that same pressed powder. I'm gonna use a more cool toned powder. This is from Dior. This is the Amber Bronze. Nose is contoured. I just brought it all the way up. I would be reaching for it very often, but this is a very comparable powder. This is in the shade Dollface. This is a brush that I got on Amazon. I'm gonna pick some of that shade up. This is the shade 5 Clear. It's very light on my skin. Amazing. So I got this palette not too long ago, but I've been dying to use this. Do you see how pretty? And I am picturing like brown green. So let's see if I can pull it off, because that's all I'm thinking about. My eyes are not primed in any way, but I did use some of that cream bronzer, which I really like as a starting base. So on top of this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and mix this brown shade right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and soften the outer edges with a very bright yellow from this Watch the Queen Conquer palette. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and darken the outer edges of my eye. Let's just use this color right here. I am just gonna darken and make a winged look. These eyeshadows are like so creamy and blendable. I am diffusing the edges to give it a smoked out look. This is another small brush. This is from the brand MSQ. I'm gonna pick up the shade In Control. In Control is kind of showing up as yellow on my eye. I'm switching out to the shade Tactical. And I'm just gonna darken up that crease. Kind of just like bring it halfway there, right at this point. I'm trying my best to just bring it up and give it that flush of green all over my lid. I love bringing that shade in. This is the shade Conquest. I love bringing that in to the inner corner, and it kind of gives that blown out look. I'm just bringing it in towards that. I'm just gonna pick up a very dark black shade from the Makeup by Mario palette. This is a trick from Painted by Spencer. I'm just gonna go ahead and darken up that outer corner. Now, I feel like I might have gone a little over on this. So I'm gonna just try to do my best to bring up a darkened under eye, the No Escape light shadow. This is a flat brush, by the way. I'm going to cut my crease with a yellow base. This is Yummy Yellow from Plouise. It kind of has like a greenish tint, which is why I want to use it on my lid. I'm gonna pick up the shade King Slayer from the Watch the Queen Conquer from Plouise. For the outer part of my eye, I'm going to be using this Morphe M506 brush. I'm going to pick up the shade In Control and place it right here. Then pick up the shade Conquest. Stalemate will go right on top of those two shades. Now I love all these shades so much. Pick up that shade No Escape and stamp it on the outer corner. With a clean fluffy brush, I'm just gonna diffuse all the shades out. And that is the eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lashes off camera, and then I'll be back to finish the look. I love how this came out though, like, dang. We are almost there. All right, you guys, I made it back. I actually filmed a few TikToks with, you know, step-by-step process for my lip combo. I guess for this video, I'll just share with you guys the items I used. So for this look, I used 2 lip liners. I used a liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors. And then I used a tinted lip gloss from Jordana Tisha Cosmetics in the shade TMI. And then just the clear gloss from the NYX Cosmetics. Oh, and then I added some freckles all over my face. Thank you so much for sticking by. If you are new here, be sure to click follow and subscribe to watch more of my content on YouTube. Bye.